Hey Capricorn, welcome into your reading. All right, so we're going into the third week of September. Let's see what's going on here for you guys. Guys, this should be the week after the eclipse season. So I really want to see what's happening here for you. Put that there. What's the situation here for my beautiful Capricorns? Third week of September, please. Oof. Okay, Death and the Queen of Pentacles. I see the Two of Pentacles back there. Scorpio energy, but this is you. This is Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus energy. But if you are new to my channel, the queens are you. Male or female, you are the queens. The kings are the incoming energy. They are male or female. We do this because sometimes it's Capricorn on Capricorn, right? So we need to discern the difference. Also, cards are energy. It can be vice versa. I'm a unique, interesting type of reader, and you will see why. It's like I teach the tarot cards as we speak, as I speak and as we go. Now, with that said, your third week, this is the week after the eclipse. So it's interesting to do a massive check-in right now with yourself, with your cards, and what's going on in your situation. Because this is right about the time where you should be doing a massive transitioning and changing. Now, I can clearly see it because death is here. And death is not only an ending to something, whether it's a job, a career, a relationship, a friendship, a family ship, a ship just sank. It can also talk about transitioning. Sorry about that. With the Queen of Pentacles, though, it's talking about something for you has ended. And the feeling that I got, it's like something inside of you just kind of like died. But now it's like a mini little phoenix on the inside is burning and growing for you. We'll see what's going on. Because now that whatever this was that had ended for you, you're weighing your pros and cons. I don't know what you're weighing when something is done. When it's done, usually the path is clear. So you, on the other hand, you're debating something. I mean, heavily, and you seem to be confused about it too, on top of it, because you have two twos. These are heavy-ass life choices. Holy shit. That's the third two. That's 3 twos in a row. I have never seen this. Guys, I'm going to be honest with you regarding your situation. Like I just said, when there's death, you don't have an option. You don't have a choice. That thing is done. It's going to transition with or without you. So whatever choices you're trying to make, I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to do the new thing. Whatever that is. So if you were in and out of a relationship and you broke up, but then you were trying to reconcile and go back and forth, no, you're not. You're going to go do the new thing. I'm telling you right now, being honest with you. I see you debating it, but you're not. It's the same thing with a job or a career. You're at a crossroads. You're going to be torn. You're not going to know what to do. You're going to weigh your pros and cons. And then you're going to be like, fuck it, I'm going to do the new thing. You're going to let it go. A lot of you are going to go towards new love. And when I say new, N-E-W, I mean like new person. I know a lot of you cross watchers aren't going to like what you're hearing here. Maybe, yes, it can be a new start in love. Or if you're the sign where if you're cross watching and you've been dealing with Capricorn, you didn't really get a relationship off the ground, you were friends, you could be the new love too. All right, let me see what's going on here. But Capricorn is like, no, I'm doing the new thing. What's coming in for Capricorn, please? I could be wrong. We're going to clarify. There's only 2 cards down. Yeah, so naturally, what every human being does, that when something ends, we stalk. We see if we made the right decision. We see if they're better off without us. We see all those kind of things. Or we see if there is something better for us to do. It's like doing FBI work. It's doing homework, right? But you are emotionally guarded here. You might have all these vulnerabilities, but you are not willing to share. Abso-friggin-lutely not, you're not. You're just going to keep working towards yourself, your goals, your job, your career, your motherhood, your fatherhood, whatever goals you got going on. You're keeping your head down and you're just chipping away. A lot of you, this does have something to do with a commitment or marriage. You keep thinking about it from your past. You keep trying to work it out, but the problem is with these guards and these boundaries, something isn't gonna, what's gonna penetrate that? It's a wall. No vulnerability, no connection. Well, let's see. Of course, someone might have done this to you, Capricorn. What is it that Capricorn doesn't see coming their way? If you had a lover or a business partner or something or whatever, I'm going to be straight up. Lovers is in the reverse. You made the decision to reject this. Or they made the rejection. Or they made the decision to reject this. Right? Because a lover is not your husband. They're not your wife. They're not your boyfriend. They're not your girlfriend. They're not even somebody you're going to put on Instagram. All right? You have taken the action to reject them. That has become your choice. If you didn't do it, they did it. And this is why you're teeter-tottering. This is why you're flip-flopping. What's the flip-flop? Unless you guys have decided to not be lovers and to move forward in a fresh new start in love and be a normal couple that court each other and date each other and meet each other's friends, family. Put yourselves on Instagram. Because I definitely see you having new love. N-E-W. You're letting go of something. Some of you are letting go of this lover to go to a new person. Others of you are fixing a marriage and letting go of this loverhood. Others of you, I just see new love for the bulk of you. What is the advice here for Capricorn? Your advice is to stay strong, make a decision, and resist temptation. I mean, there's the Hierophant. This is what we do on a traditional track. This is when we court somebody, date somebody to get engaged, to get married. It's traditional. It's a commitment. We go to college to attain degrees, to get a job that we want in a specific career. That is the Hierophant. It is institution. It is traditional, right? And it's showing up in your advice. Along with the Three of Wands, needing for you to wait for your ships to come in regarding some kind of commitment. But you, in the interim, need to make a judgment call and resist any kind of bullshit or, something that's not right. Something that's like belongs in Funky Town. Leave it there. What is the outcome of the week for Capricorn, please? Guys, the extended readings these are general. The extended readings are not. They're all about love and they're about your person. How they feel about you, the actions that they're going to take. There's some oracle advice, all of that. The links are down below. I have now started memberships. Finally, we have arrived to the extended readings for Capricorns. What is the outcome of the week, please? There's single purchase. That's the first link. The second link is going to be only for all access pass, and starting October, you will have two options for membership. You will get monthly reading every week, 4 readings in 1 month, but it will be only your sign. And then there's a second option where you have an all access pass, every sign, every reading in the extended, which is like hundreds of videos. Okay, what is outcome going on here? All right, sorry for that mini announcement. Those of you that are new are probably gives a shit. Just tell me what's going on. Okay, 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles. You're pausing and you're reflecting. You're saying to yourself, okay, I spent a lot of time and energy in this relationship. Spent a lot of time and energy at this job, in this career, in this field, doing this thing. How do I let it go? How do I replant these seeds to go somewhere else? This could be as innocuous as like a mom who's raised children and now those kids are going to college. She has to have a new life. It's not what it was before. It wasn't like take them to school, pick them up from school, take them to soccer, baseball, dance, what cheerleading, whatever it is, football. It's not like that no more. Now they're gone. You have a new life. Where are you going to plant those seeds? That's what you're doing. Same thing in relationship. You was invested in the lover. You thought it could go somewhere. It might go somewhere. Can it go somewhere? You're debating it. This job, this career. Well, I put my life there. Do I really want to leave now? You're doing it anyway. You're doing it anyway. You're just now retracting your energy. You're lying low, trying to make that wise decision. Interesting. I see a lot of people at the bottom of the deck. Okay, let's start clarifying, guys. For Capricorn, please. Why is Death here? And the Queen of Pentacles, please. This is a lot. I don't know if this is too many, but let me check it. All right. So there's been some blocks, obstacles, arguments with somebody here. A lot of secrets were kept between the two of you. Clearly, you're single again, Capricorn, but now you're moving slowly and cautiously. You're about to start a new chapter. And this had something to do with marriage and commitment. There was stability, and then the stability ended. Okay, so that's what's happening here in your situation. I will keep these there. What is the Nine of Wands and the Page of Swords, please? Five of Cups. There's guilt and regret here over something you lost, but you're also thinking of your worth and your value. Capricorn, you're thinking like, I want to bring a family into this world. I want to have kids. I want to have, a career. I want to have this business. I want to have this job. I want to have this life. And this is what my life looks like to me. Is this person going to level up? Or am I always going to be lonely? Carrying the burden, carrying the weight. The Empress is back there. That's why I'm saying this. But the guilt and the regret is you feeling guilty that you need to feel guilty that you want all those things. And these are the things you're not saying. These are the things that you're keeping to yourself close to the vest. I say that because of the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is when we have all these boundaries. We're scared to let people in, tell them things. And now you're trying to do your homework by stalking, asking friends of friends what your friend is up to. You're looking at their social media. You're asking a few questions. You want to know they're okay. Because you might have left them. And you don't want, your image to look bad or the person to think badly of you, all those kind of, things. Now, these cards can be vice versa. So, there's that. All right, let me see this. The Eight of Wands in reverse and Lovers in reverse. The Two of Swords and the Four of Cups. All right, so this lover rejection, there was always a little bit of some kind of unrequited love. So I don't know if somebody engaged in this lover because maybe your marriage was falling apart. Maybe something else in your world was falling apart. And there was somebody that was filling a void temporarily. But it seemed like it was unrequited. The love was one way. Unless this becomes a runner-chaser dynamic. Because now I see you debating what to do. But if I know anything that's going on here, Capricorn, I'm going to be a little more deep. Okay? And you may or may not like what I'm saying here. And it may or may not resonate with everybody either. But I'm just going to say it. When we have these kind of boundaries here, right? And we engage in a relationship. Now, whether this is you or them, this is the common theme. This is the common thread. When we have something going on in our world and it's breaking apart, and we fill that void with another person, another human being, another lover, and we don't give them the space to be what they came here to be. Meaning, like, if you met somebody new, this person could have came in to love you and be loved, but you weren't available to love. Maybe be loved, but not to love, because you have all these boundaries, these 9 of Wands. So you're kind of like, I never had the space to give you in the first place because the other part of my world was falling apart. So I filled the void where I thought you could fill it. Clearly, no, you can't fill it. I got to fill it myself and fix it myself, right? So I'm not saying this is you. It can be your person, but this is what I see here. And because of the boundaries, Capricorn, it's like there was no space for this lover or this other person. And now you're taking action here, and maybe you're rejecting them or they're rejecting you because it's unrequited love. This person is too preoccupied by their loss to notice that the universe has blessed them with a gift, but they're denying the gift, okay? And now you're sitting there torn, trying to make a choice. Do I stay or do I go? Do I leave this? Do I not? And when we first started this reading, we saw the 2 of Wands. We saw 3 2s. Choices, hard decisions, but you still leaving, okay? Because I see the Hermit in reverse. This is an inflicted timeout. There's a big difference between something happening to you and it's forcing you to do a timeout, and another one where it's self-inflicted. Like, you're the one that's putting yourself in the timeout because you kind of don't know what to do. And you're hoping by taking the timeout that wise choice will come to you. If you just stay still, be quiet, give yourself a moment, right? The answer will come. Others of you, you're getting out of the timeout zone. You're getting out of that space and you're going to move forward into a relationship. Now, others of you, if I'm seeing lovers in reverse, maybe you've decided to not be lovers and become a couple. But we'll see. Advice, please clarify. So your advice is telling you you have to withhold some kind of crap. Wait for your ships to come in, but you need to make a decision on something or someone. The Sun is here. Oof. With another person. Well, I don't know. Maybe they're one of these 2 over here. But you have the King of Wands. It does not need to be a fire sign. If it is, that's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. If it's not, and I do see heavily Leo, but if it's not, then this is somebody you're attracted to. Very charismatic, very charming, a lot of attraction, passion, chemistry, all of that, right? And the Sun is telling me about happiness. There's somebody here that's making you happy, and you need to wait for that person to come in. Wow, that's 2 Leo cards I see there in the advice position, but you need to make a judgment call in order to level up here with someone. Some of you, it's about, going on to the next level with someone. I do see this person that might have like rejected you or left you tries to come back, but you'll feel the win, the vindication, the validation, but I don't know. I see you pausing and thinking about it. Let's clarify the 7 of Pentacles. So here we are after eclipse season. You are eclipsing things, just you're not seeing it yet. The cards are. But the advice is also good. Once you make that judgment call, you will go towards your happiness. Look, the 9 of Wands came out again. It is those vulnerabilities that we're hiding, right? It is those boundaries we are creating, one too many. And 3 of Pentacles, third-party situation, or trying to, if this is work-related, this is about collaborating with a team, and you're afraid to show like something about you because you're afraid they might see your flaws. You don't have any, Capricorn. Calm down. I mean, everybody has flaws. So again, calm down. It's fine. You're trying to work something out here with someone where you have issues with, or you keep fighting and arguing with them. You have blocks and obstacles and stuff like that. You're trying to mentally disengage, but you definitely feel stuck. All right, I see what's coming down the pike in a few weeks. It's very interesting. So right now, these energies for this week is telling me how you're in the world of twos, deciding, or at least in your mind trying to make okay with the decision you're making. You are making it this week. Something already did happen, but now you're just kind of like setting it in stone, because it could have been in like purgatory or in the gray. What's going on here for Capricorn, please? What are we going to read for in the extended? It's safe for you to love. See, and the reason this is coming out, finance and career is at the bottom of the deck. We'll deep dive in the extended, but for everybody else here, I'm going to tell you right now, the two cards that make it prevalent and very relevant is the 2 9 of Wands. The boundaries. The being scared to open up. The vulnerabilities. It's telling you right here, it's safe for you to love. So we'll see what that's all about. Guys, spiritual as fuck. I haven't done this in like years. It's funny. Take it with a grain of salt. Don't be so serious. Just go with it. Laugh. It usually does have truth and good advice behind it. Capricorn, please. Capricorn. Thank you. Anything else for Capricorn? Okay. It's okay, guacamole. I'm extra as fuck too. That's so funny. Being extra means you give a shit. Maybe you give a shit about how fleek your eyebrows are, or you give a shit about the environment, or you give a shit about your ass chap. Be extra special today. Okay, that's neither here nor there. What does this one say? No, but it's okay to be extra. Your gut knows what's up. Trust that bitch. Guys, I'm not even going to get into it. Trusting your gut is the most important thing you'll ever have to do. Using your instincts. Your gut wants to talk, and it always has your back. All you got to do is listen up and not be a punk about it. Even if you're fuzzy on the facts, or if you're fuzzy right now and you're wondering what the right thing to do is, your gut actually knows what the wrong thing is and what the right thing is. Maybe the right thing to do is anything but what you've attempted to do. And just out of spite, fear, or impatience, yeah, probably that. Like 99% usually that. Trust your instincts. They're there to protect you. Last but not least, vibrate so high that toxic people pull back because they no longer know how to approach you. I love this. Do you know how you could tell you're on some hardcore personal growth? Your perspective gets bigger and your inner circle gets smaller. It may be that people who want to gossip quit texting when you stop talking shit. If you're busy manifesting your dreams, keeping your side of the street clean, and working on those old gnarly wounds that people want to avoid in themselves, 9 of Wands, some people are bound to disappear. Be kind to yourself and to others as you outgrow people and places. I love this card for you. Vibrate so high that people pull back because they no longer know how to approach you. I love that. All right, guys, that's what I have for you this week. I'll see you on the next one.